So you're watching this video because you want to figure out how much is a record deal really worth, okay? On average, how much will I get paid if I have a hit single, it goes viral, and a record label comes to me and says, hey, we want to offer you some cash for this. How much is it worth, right? Doesn't everybody want to know that? Well, I'm going to let you know the answer here. And really, it's two different answers because an independent label is going to pay you a lot less than what a major label would pay you. So keep that in mind. So even though record deals are giving you this money to sign with them, this is an advance. You know that. You have to give this money back, all right? You can't keep it. You can't go splurge like you see everybody else doing. You have to save this money. And if you're smart, you'd reinvest it back into yourself, your own career, your music career. And that's what most rappers don't do, okay? A record deal is going to be worth for, obviously, every different type of musician that there is, okay? Depending if you're a rap artist, you could get only a couple 100,000 versus, maybe a rock band that could scale well, that could reach a larger audience, and a record label may pay them more money just because they have more potential in reaching a larger audience. So keep that in mind as well. When you get that cash up front, you can't go and splurge. You can't go buy a new Maserati, a new car, whatever. It's an advance. Consider it like a credit. Okay, you're gonna have to give that money back at some point, or you're gonna have to keep earning that money back through however many streams you have, how many record sales you have, merchandise you sell. You're gonna have to give that money back to the record label, unless you make a good deal. If you have a manager that makes an extremely good deal for you when negotiating these record contracts, consider all that money, you have to give it back. But if they give a good deal, you could probably find yourself keeping up 10% of whatever your record deal is worth. And that's your money to keep. You can do whatever you want with that. But that's only if you have a good manager that can negotiate a good deal for you to have some extra on the side. Okay, so a record label, when they look at you as a music artist, they evaluate you. Okay, they say, hey, what has this guy done in the past? How many sales has he had in the past? Does he have sales, or does he just have a viral hit? Could all those hits and views on YouTube and everything else be monetized into money? They take that in consideration. They take maybe, has he done some shows in the past? How much is he getting paid for those shows? They take that into consideration. And then they look at the future value. Okay, how many can this guy sell? Can he sell T-shirts? How many singles can he sell? How many? They take everything in consideration, and then they put it all together and they present you with a dollar amount. Okay, and it's always going to be less than what you think you're worth. Okay, so let's just put this into perspective. Okay, say you have a huge hit. It went viral. You're getting paid for shows, and a record label is interested in you. Okay, say for example you got 1 million hits on YouTube and your single's going viral now. People are dancing to it, making memes out of it and everything like that. Okay, that's 1 million hits is probably only worth around $30,000. And that's if you monetize it on all social media platforms and, YouTube and whatnot. So they're going to take that into consideration. They're going to say, hey, he has 1 million hits. That's probably $30,000 right there. He's getting paid around $3,000 for a show now, which would be, if he did 30 shows within a year, that'd be another $90K. So that's $120K right there total. And then they say, okay, he could probably sell, $10,000 worth of merchandise, maybe, some phone cases, some shirts, whatever. And so, right there, that's, $130,000 right there. So they say, okay, this guy's probably worth, based on what he's done and what he could probably do, he's probably worth $120,000, something like that. So they'll probably give you a deal for, if you have a good manager, he'll probably negotiate you a deal for $200,000. So an independent record label, if you're a viral sensation, they will offer you, I'd say, around $250,000. And that's based on artists, just going viral and having a good solid hit with 1 million plus views on YouTube and shares and all this extra stuff. So you're looking at an average of $100,000 to $200,000 for a record label if you sign a contract with the independent record label. And in fact, that's what Yo Gotti just signed his new artist to. I believe it was $200,000 he signed his new artist, and that's not Black Youngsta. It's a different artist, but he signed him at $200,000. And this artist, he's not viral, but he does have a good solid fan bases in his area, and he could possibly he's gonna nurture that artist. He's gonna grow him. He's gonna get his money back. So that's not bad at all. $200,000 is not bad, and you could take $30K and go buy your mom a new car or something like that. So that's how much on average, an independent artist or independent record label would pay you. I know Bobby Shmurda. He was offered $1 million by Epic Records. Actually, it was a little bit over $1 million, and that was by a bigger label, obviously. And they seen that he had the ability to reach a broader audience. They seen what he was doing, how much he was getting paid for shows. They seen that they could scale him and work with him, and that he would be a big thing. So they offered him a little over $1 million. Okay, now with the right push, if he didn't go to jail, they would have gotten that money back. Okay, and that's what a major label would. That's what they would pay a viral sensation star, a music artist, if they went viral. That's what major labels are regularly, on average, paying right now to these artists. $1 million, for a year contract, and it's usually a 360 deal. Okay, they profit off everything: shows, merchandise, music, streaming sales, everything. Okay, and really you have to figure out what's best for yourself. If you see yourself making more money than what they're offering you without having to share your profits and your revenue with the company, stay independent and do it yourself. But this is an average amount. Independent record label, they pay around $200,000, depending on what they can afford. They usually pay less up front because they spend more money promoting that artist, and then so you take a little bit of a cut that way. Major labels, they pay you more because they can afford more, and they see the whole value. They know how much promotion it's going to take to have you generating, maybe $500,000 in sales or something like that. So they see the broader vision, they see the broader scope. They have more money to offer you and more money to play around with. So yeah, that's it. That's on average how much a record deal is worth from an independent record label and a major record label. And if you guys need any more information on this, feel free to reach out. Visit the website, paradigmmusicgroup.com, for all your management and promotional questions. And man, we're gonna keep shooting out videos like this. And you guys hit us up, man. All right, follow me on social media, Casino Smooth. Out.